Emanating from deep under the earth, spreading across the globe at the speed of thought, changing the world one brain at a time. This is Last Call Live from Green Brain Comics. Woo! Woo! All right. We need a dancing intro here.
That's the other video. So let's save that for Tuesday.
Save that for Tuesday. Less dancing.
If you want to see the dancing, you got to tune in on Tuesday.
More stationary excitement than you can set a stick down by.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Last Call Live. We are your hosts, Dan and Katie Merritt. Together, we own Green Brain Comics.
Every week, we have one last chance to modify our final order numbers on the comics and graphic novels that are going to print right now and arriving in about 3 to 4 weeks.
We are here today to share this list of upcoming books and give you one final chance to place your requests before our final order deadline.
Mm-hmm. It looks like our stream is having a little strain right now. I might have to step away to make some corrections here. But we'll get through the intro and see where we are.
Last Call Live is broadcast live from Studio G version 5.0 in East Downtown Dearborn.
Welcome to Last Call Live.
Woo, woo, woo.
Let's see.
Green Brain Comics and Last Call Live are powered by Comichub.
Check out Comichub online at comichub.com. Mobile apps available for Android and iPhone. Start up an account online or sync up to your existing account. Order and pay securely online and make sure you never miss an issue. All right, we'll be using Comichub today. Let's get over to that scene. We'll be using Comichub today. Yeah, it might be better over here. It's better over here. To show you these fine things that are on the Last Call carousel. This is your opening screen. Once you sign in, you'll get these choices aside items where you can pay for the things that are already set aside for your account. And to the right, you have Shop Coming Soon. If you hit Shop Coming Soon, you'll enter into these carousels. The top carousel is the current search. That is for items that are in the most recent catalogs, probably going back 2 to 3 months. The second carousel is the last call for confirmed orders that we will be looking at today. We'll open that up in just a minute. After I show you the further carousels, we got a publisher recommended. That's for PDF previews of some of the upcoming books. Next Wednesday's items for everything that we have on our invoices that are expected to hit the shelf on Wednesday, July 19th. And at the bottom, we have a new carousel for events and crossovers. This is the existing issues for a Ghost Rider Wolverine Weapons of Vengeance storyline. Okay, as promised, let's scroll back up to the last call for confirmed orders and open that up. Here you'll see a alphabetical listing of all the books that are on last call for this weekend. And you could scroll down. That's each one of these is a separate item that you can open up into a new tab. Also at the top, we have drop-down filters for publisher, category, brand, and all other types of parameters, as well as a full alphabetical shortcut to that specific letter of those titles. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to be looking at today is Last Call for Younger Readers.
Hooray. Let's get kids reading comics and graphic novels. Comics help kids develop visual literacy skills. They encourage critical thinking and imagination and make reading more enjoyable for reluctant readers.
It's true. They do all those things. And we're going to start off showing you a couple of those things right now. Let's get a browser zoom going here. This is maybe the most unique item on Last Call this weekend. Everybody loves Cats versus Pickles.
Is that a game?
It is. I'm not sure, but it is a hardcover from Dynamite Entertainment. Dynamite has really been branching out. They've got a license to do the Disney villains. And now they got this, Cats versus Pickles.
Everybody loves Cats versus Pickles, apparently.
Everybody.
It includes 2 sticker sheets and a collectible postcard.
Along with 3 hilarious stories that will keep you coming back for more. From writer Farrell Darren and artist Tafuni Gabriel. Everybody loves Cats versus Pickles.
I just figured it out with that cat, like flinching. Like it's the whole thing where you put a pickle by a cat, but it's usually like a cucumber.
Yep.
And the cat like freaks out and jumps up. That's because it thinks it's a snake. Oh, that cat looks like an ice cream cone.
Oh. That ice cream cone cat just dropped his ice cream because he was scared of the pickle.
Oh.
And the pickle's like, hey, be my friend.
All right.
Hey, speaking of friends, our pal Ray is here. Thanks for watching,
Hey,
Ray. I give you
Welcome.
hearts.
Aww.
Oh, didn't let me do that. That was weird.
Oops.
Wonder how to get back to that. That's weird.
Yeah. Maybe is that why we have bad signal? Because you're not logged in. No,
That would be strange.
that would be strange.
All right. Well, let's move on to the next thing. I can comment over here. The next thing includes another thing from Dynamite Entertainment.
Oh, it's Paw Patrol.
It's Paw Patrol. Ready for rescue. Make your own Paw Patrol vehicles soft cover.
Aww.
This looks like it's
it
simple
like-
step-by-step craft instructions.
The paper craft? That's awesome. That's fun.
That it is, and that is put together by Dynamite Entertainment again for $12.99. Looks like fun for the whole family.
Sure.
Next up, we got
What?
here's a special Sonic the Hedgehog issue. It's his 900th adventure. This is, of course, legacy numbering.
Of course. Of all the Sonic books, I would imagine, because it's not like the main title ever got like up to 700.
Right. And this is actually cross-publisher, I assume, too, counting Sonic's many adventures from Archie Publishing.
Yes, that's right.
Got a couple different color covers. This is cover D by Adam Bryce Thomas. Uh-oh, this one got out of whack. Wow, what happened here? Okay. Here's a Godzilla book for kids.
Sure.
This collects a recent mini-series by Eric Burnham with art by Dan Shaning. Perfect for younger Godzilla fans. And we know them. Those younger Godzilla fans are out there.
Sure. Monsters and protectors, all hail the king.
All hail. Then we got, it's a My Little Pony Classics reimagined.
The Unicorn of Odd, #1.
This is by Jeremy Whitley with art by Jenna Ayub. There we are. Back to Sonic. We're back on track. This is cover A with art by Tracy Yardley, a legacy creator. This was put together by Sega of Japan. And cover C by Evan Stanley. I think that'll wrap up the Sonics. Yeah, they got out of whack here. Okay, keep in mind that is a 48-page, larger size book for $7.99. It'll probably be sidebound. Nice deluxe presentation from IDW. Oh, boy.
Well, first off, the Halloween stuff's been coming out hot and heavy lately, which is kind of wild, but good. Get it out early. But also the Bluey stuff has been coming out, and Bluey is apparently a fan favorite for the preschool set. And it's Bluey's Halloween board book. It's a magnet book.
Oh, it's a magnet book.
Oh, how cute.
I like the genres. They are anthropomorphic and other stuff.
Kids and TV tie-in.
This is put out by Penguin Young Readers Licenses.
It's
and
also
Penguin
a coloring
Books.
sticker and activity book.
So much stuff.
So much stuff wrapped into this one book.
Plus Bluey.
Yeah, if anyone's got little people in their house, they probably know what Bluey is.
You mean like Not like, okay, kids you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right. All right, next up we got a new graphic novel from Random House Graphics by Mika Song. Sounds real familiar. But they don't give him any previous credits. But this, it's a volume 4. Maybe that's why I've recognized it. This is Norma and Belly, a young reader graphic novel, volume 4, One Smart Cookie. They're so smart they didn't even put the volume number on here. And with a cover blurb by Ben Clanton, the creator of Narwhal and Jelly. I'm nuts for these sweet and silly squirrels.
Oh.
Squirrels. And let me see if we got anything left. Oh, we got one more thing in Young Readers here. A very nice looking storybook called The Book from Far Away. This is put out by Astra Publishing House and is written by Bruce Handy, and Julie Ben-Bassett gives out the art. The Book from Far Away. And that wraps up Last Call for younger readers.
Awesome. What do we got coming up next, Dan?
Let's find out.
It's last call for special items. Jump on points, epic conclusions, or just interesting stuff that is worth spotlighting. It's last call for special items.
All right, so you're going to have to bear with me for a couple minutes here.
Oh, boy.
I don't know. Let me see. Okay, I'm in the right spot. Yes. All right, so get rid of that. I'm going to give a little special spotlight to Grim Fairy Tales and Xenoscope Entertainment. Yeah, it's a product line that we haven't carried for the shelf in quite a while, but I want to give it its due because here we have Grim Fairy Tales number 75. Number 75. 75 issues in a series is so rare anymore.
It's not like a legacy thing. That's like literally that number of that series.
This is literally that number of that series. It also has 50 pages of content from the creators that you know and love from Xenoscope Entertainment. Has a 56-page count and a $6.99 cover. I'm going to rapidly flip through these covers. We've got a whole bunch of different covers from Grim Fairy Tales 75, published by Xenoscope Entertainment. And the other thing that I wanted to show you, this is the legacy numbering from Robin Hood, also put out by Xenoscope. Kind of a manufactured anniversary number, but what the heck. Robin Hood, number 100 from Xenoscope Entertainment.
Well, it's no Sonic 900.
Wow. All right. And finally, in last call for special items, this is very special, folks. Daredevil number 14 is the end.
Oh.
But of what? This is Chip Zdarsky and Marco Cicchetto's final issue on Daredevil. This will also wrap up the second volume of their work for this series. It's been going on for a good long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been one of the outside hits from Marvel. For us, anyways, you know.
Right on.
Pretty dependable sales and very highly regarded, critically lauded storyline. We got this cover by Marco Cicchetto, who does interiors. We got this very appropriate Chip Zdarsky cover.
Nice.
He's not just a pretty face. And finally, the
window shades variant.
Window shades variant by Dave Wachter. Daredevil 14, the final chapter of the Chip Zdarsky, Marco Cicchetto era before the next era starts with our pal Saladin Ahmed
that's right.
doing the writings.
That's right.
So
Awesome.
a little bittersweet seeing him go, but there you are. And that also means...
Oh, that wraps up. Last call for special items. Next up, last call for graphic novels. Original graphic novels from publishers big and small. Classic trade paperbacks coming back to print. Last call for graphic novels is here, so you don't miss out on these exciting stories.
Ooh, we got a bunch of exciting stories, so we're not going to be able to talk too much about them, but I do want to show you this beautiful cover art for a whole bunch of fantastic graphic novels coming out very soon, including this one from Chin Music Press.
Those who helped us assisting Japanese Americans graphic novel, I'm assuming during the internment camps.
Yes, indeed.
Era.
This is put together by writer Ken Mochizuki and artist Kiku Hughes from Chin Music Press.
James Bond, Agent of Spectre, hardcover.
Yeah, this collects the recent series by Christos N. Gage and Luca Casalanguida with a cover by Sean Phillips.
Nice. Not a New York love story.
This is put out by new publisher Fair Square Comics and is a smaller page size or smaller page count at 108 pages. But this looks like a very interesting premise. Without going too deep into it, it looks to be a story of a love story that never was, that maybe ended early, bittersweetly, and this is a reflection of that as told with New York as a backdrop. Very nice looking book.
Rick and Morty graphic novel, Crisis on C-137.
This is pretty fun looking, and it also includes interior art by Michigander Ryan Lee.
Nice.
Along with this cover by Ryan Lee, written by Stephanie Phillips.
Action Philosophers hardcover.
Now, there are two different versions. This is the hardcover. There is a soft cover. This is classic material that has been out of print for quite a while. I love this material from back when it came out in the early 2000s. It's basically little short parody stories with a focus on life and teachings of particular philosophers, but also from a comedic sense of slapstick comedy, but playing with elements of the philosopher's life that may be a little bit more physically oriented. For instance, Plato was a wrestler.
Nice.
And his favorite saying was, Plato smash.
Sure it was. That part.
100% historically accurate. See,
Right.
It says right there, genre, history.
Awesome. Girls Have a Blog. The
Look at
complete
that.
edition. Wow.
That's cool. This is also put out by the same publisher that is putting out Action Philosophers.
Yeah. I do know that one of the creators goes by a different name now, so I'm just surprised that didn't reflect that in the credits.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at that and not sure how to approach it. But both creators were originally from and may still be in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And they led kind of an interesting secret little life as hit webcomic creators.
Right.
And they were introduced to us as they were kind of already on their apex, you know. They were getting viewed by bajillions of people every day. So this is cool to see it in print from Rocket Ship Entertainment.
Mother Nature hardcover from Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's right, folks. Discover the debut graphic novel from Hollywood horror legend Jamie Lee Curtis. This looks pretty cool. It also features interior art and this cover by Carl Stevens. It is put out by Titan Publishing, and they know a little bit about printing, so I expect this to be a very nice package.
Also soon to be a major motion picture.
We'll see.
We'll see. Oh, yeah. Apparently there's a writers and an actors strike now.
Yeah. Society is in turmoil.
But comics are still coming out because comic creators aren't on strike, as far as I know. So get all your entertainment in print media, folks, because there's some turmoil in Hollywood.
Right, yeah. I'm sure some comic creators are in the Screenwriters Guild.
But does that mean that they can't write comics, or they just can't write they can't write screen for the screen?
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what's in their clauses or their closets.
All right, next up from Ablaze, we got a couple different graphic novels that I want to show you, including a couple from their Ablaze manga series. This one called Centaurs. Not sure what other credits the creator has, but the name looks familiar, as does the style. The artist, creator Ryo Sumiyoshi. Also from Ablaze. Family Time graphic novel. When this came out as single issues, it didn't do very well, so I'm not sure I'm going to be getting this for the shelf. It does have this very nice Jay Lee cover, though.
Mm-hmm.
If you're interested, get your orders in. Oops.
Yeah, who's the creator on that family?
Unfamiliar with those creators. Lily Wyndham, Isaiah Fulmore. Sure.
Get Schooled, Volume 1.
Another of the Ablaze manga from
Nice mustache.
Young Tak Chai and Garam Han. Yeah, I'm wondering what region these are from. I know they're the Pacific Rim has so many different schools and cultures of manga, like Korean manga. I wonder if this is manhwa. Right. They don't give me too much of that information.
Right.
Speaking of which, let's see if we've got anybody else here. Oh, Yang Maven says no screenplays or scripts.
Right, but is comics scripts?
Also, hi Yang Maven.
Hi, Pierre. How are you?
Thanks for watching.
Welcome back.
Next up from Ablaze,
Lovecraft, Unknown Kadath.
This is an adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath, and it collects the complete 8-issue series, plus cover gallery, bonus material, and original prose story.
Nice. Plus look at all those cats. Terror Man, Volume 1.
Also from Ablaze manga.
Wakfu, Volume 1. Quest for Eliotropdophus.
Eliotropdophus.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Guar member.
Doofus.
Eliotropdophus.
Oh, someone just told me that Guar was on a Tiny Desk concert.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to watch that. Here's one from Boom Studios.
Oh, look at that Raphael Grandpa cover. That's beautiful. It's Berserker, Volume 3.
This collects the third and final arc of the 12-issue miniseries. It recently wrapped up. This is in softcover.
I also like how this pose, while it is the Berserker character, there's that meme of Keanu Reeves like sitting on a bench.
I think every artist that works with his image is trying to work that in somehow.
Batgirl Year 1, 2023 edition.
This is cool. I'm glad this is coming back into print. It's been a while. This collects the original mini. It's 9 issues, all into a 240-page, $20 volume. Written by Chuck Dixon and Scott Beatty, with art by Marcos Martin.
Dead Boy Detectives Omnibus.
Wow, this collects a lot, including the original mini, the Sandman issues, the Children's Crusade, all that stuff. It's even got a Doom Patrol annual in there.
Nice.
It also features this beautiful cover by Dave McKean, even though they're giving credit to Chris Bacalo.
Oh, that's not accurate.
Yeah, there's so many names on this book. It'll be hard to pin down one for specific credit. But it is 800 pages.
I was going to say 800 pages. Dang.
That's a lot of pages.
That's a lot of book.
Oh, my gosh. Next up.
Detective Chimp. Case book.
Staffer Matt has been going on and on about this book. He is currently obsessed with Detective Chimp, and this is the book for him and for you if you like detectives and chimps.
Right. And it's got this beautiful Brian Bolland cover.
Yes, indeed.
That I like.
It goes way back in the annals of DC history to collect all kinds of early appearances of Detective Chimp.
He's a detective and a chimp.
And a chimp. All those things can be true at once. Next up, we get Tim Drake, Robin, graphic novel, volume 1.
Mystery at the Marina. That sounds like the name of like a Nancy Drew book.
Yeah. Where she crosses over with Scooby-Doo.
At the haunted marina.
Featuring this very nice cover by Riley Rosmo and interiors by... Oh, no, I'm getting that wrong. Riley Rosmo did interiors with a cover by Ricardo Lopez Ortiz.
Wonder Woman Blood and Guts, the deluxe edition hardcover. Look at this beautiful thing from Brian Azzarello and Cliff Chang.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what they put in here, assuming this is the beginning of the adventure, but it's got 360 pages at $50.
And didn't they just do a reprint of this run?
Yeah, so they're throwing it out in different formats. I think they're doing an omnibus that collects the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
So I'm wondering how many volumes is going to be in this deluxe edition, because that's definitely not the whole thing.
Right, and by deluxe, often that means it's a bigger cut size.
It will be a slightly bigger, yes. Yeah, especially considering the hardcover cut.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm thinking that probably has at least 2 years worth in there. 22 pages, 12, 24.
360. That's almost sounds like 3 times 12.
So that's 30 issues.
Cool.
So yeah, there it is. $50. Do.
Vixen NYC Volume 2.
So this is the first time in print for this webtoon material. And this is also a Volume 2. They haven't shipped Volume 1 yet, which is a little disappointing. So if you're interested in this and want to make sure that you get Volume 2, make sure you get that order in. This, however...
Zatanna and the Ripper graphic novel, Volume 1.
This is a Volume 1, and I will be getting some for the shelf. If you're interested, you want to make sure you get your copy, order it through Comichub.
It's Avengers Epic Collection, Volume 10, The Yesterday Quest. It looks like Jim Shooter and George Perez.
Yeah, this has got all kinds of great stuff.
John Burns' name's on there.
From Prime Bronze Era Avengers, issues 167 through 188, with a couple of annuals thrown in there. I think you get the... wow, those annuals. I thought those are not Thanos annuals, no. But yeah, it's got that beautiful George Perez cover.
Boing. Look at those grabby hands.
Oh, he's so grabby.
What's
he's
going
like,
on there?
Where's your oranges? I want to see how firm your oranges are. Good times. Classic Guardians of the Galaxy. Not a dog around.
Whoops. Captain Marvel. Saga of Carol Danvers.
This is an interesting repackaging of the material put together by Kelly Sue DeConnick. This is issues 1 through 8, and it includes issue 17, which is probably contextually important, but also the Life of Captain Marvel miniseries, all written by Kelly Sue DeConnick, and this beautiful Alex Ross cover.
Carnage Reigns.
It collects the recent crossover between Carnage and Miles Morales. Oh, and also Red Goblin.
Miracle Man, the original epic graphic novel.
Yeah, so the wording on this title had me confused. Is it going to be in the epic comic format? I don't think so.
No.
But its pricing is right around there.
I think it's just calling it the original epic.
Right. But yeah, 472 pages for $50. This is the volume we've been asking for a decade. Marvel was putting out those little slim hardcovers. No, give me this. That's all the stuff by Alan Moore. And I think maybe even... No, I think that's all the Alan Moore material.
Oh, I like how it credits Alan Moore in the description, but not on the cover.
Yeah, they're not supposed to. I
Right.
think they're legally requested not to. So I think the credit on Comic Hub is probably an editorial decision from Comic Hub dev team.
Monica Rambeau, Photon.
That collects that recent miniseries from E-Viewing.
Silver Surfer, Ghostlight.
Same, written by John Jennings.
Oh.
And that is the end.
That wraps up our last call for graphic novels. Next up, last call for new printings. Hot new comics selling out can be frustrating. Short print runs and skyrocketing back issue prices just complicate things. Last call for new printings is here so that you don't miss out a second time.
And this one's a little bit unorthodox for a new printing, but I think it fits in well enough. This is from Boom Studios' Pen and Ink series, reprinting the original issue in only its original pencils or pen and ink.
Interesting.
That series has been getting a lot of attention since earning many awards in the 2022 season. I'm glad to see it's getting a revival for the new shelf as well.
Right. I believe that Matt just finished reading it and said that now he understands why it got so much critical acclaim.
Mm-hmm.
He was very impressed.
Written by Ram V, the current writer of Detective Comics, with art by Felipe Andrade.
Rare Flavors, #1. And this is the next new series written and drawn by the same creative team as the Layla Starr book.
Yes, and interestingly, this is tied into sales of, or tied into my initial orders of the Many Deaths of Layla Starr pen and ink version.
Oh.
So I have to order at least X amount of that pen and ink to qualify to order the Rare Flavors.
Oh, ash can.
It is
not the book itself.
It is an ash can, yes.
All right, okay.
It will be assumingly a smaller cut size, 8.5 by 11 or 5.5 by 8.5.
Okay.
Is the traditional size for an ash can.
Right. So this is just kind of like a preview copy. It's not the actual full version of #1.
Right.
Because we just saw that in the new catalog.
However, Boom is expecting a little bit of land rush on this one, as this ash can will be strictly limited to its first printing, never to be printed again.
Sure. Well, because then the new book, the actual #1's coming out the next month. So.
Right. I'm wondering what is going to separate this from that issue, if it's going to be new material presented in a exclusive way. I don't know. We'll see. Rare Flavors.
Sirens of the City, second print.
Yeah, we just got that first issue in this week.
Yeah.
Seems to be doing all right. I don't think we need a second printing of it. So if you're interested in this, make sure to get your orders in.
Star Wars Dark Droids, #1, second print.
Here's the cart before the horse right here.
Yeah, this hasn't even shipped yet.
It hasn't even shipped yet.
How do they know it's sold out?
If you're a fan of second prints and Star Wars, get your orders in for this. They're trying to trick me into it, and I don't know. We'll see. Star Wars Dark Droids #1. Here's an actual thing that came out.
Star Wars Mandalorian 2, #1, second print.
Yeah, is this a new cover?
The David Nakayama cover.
Interesting. Yeah, I wonder.
I don't recognize it.
Yeah,
It's
looks
got a
very nice.
sandworm on it.
Very nice. Sandworm.
I think they're going to do a crossover with Star Wars and Dune. They should.
Okay.
I was
let's
just looking
see.
at the picture of the crash with the sandworm popping out of the hole of the crash in the building. My favorite sandworm.
Sandworms. Okay, one final thing in last call for new printings. We have a facsimile edition of Giant Size X-Men #1. Katie,
Nice.
why is this so important?
Because it's the giant size X-Men #1. Because it's from 1975. Because it's got a bunch of introducing the all different X-Men. With the original team goes missing in the South Pacific, only Cyclops remains to lead the rescue mission alongside Professor X's new recruits from across the globe. Colossus, Storm, Nightcrawler, Banshee, Thunderbird, Sunfire, and, of course, Wolverine are the X-Men's second genesis, heading into action against Krakoa, the island that walks like a man. Can these very different personalities work together to save Jean Grey, Iceman, Angel, Havoc, and Polaris from the ashes of the past? Grow the fires of the futures as the X-Men are reinvented for an uncanny new era.
Dun, dun, dun.
How's that?
Very dramatic. Giant Size X-Men #1 facsimile edition is on last call this weekend. Get your orders in before Monday, for it will ship on August 16th.
Nice. That wraps up our last call for second printings. Coming up next, last call for second issues. It's tricky for us to get our orders just right on second issues. With no sales history, we tend to play it safe and order accordingly. Last chance for second issues is here so that you can keep on reading your favorite series.
Keep on reading that Disney Gargoyles Dark Ages #2. #1 just shipped this week.
Oh, right on. Good
So-
for them.
So we got a little bit of sales data, and that helps. This is a new series written by Greg Weisman with art by Drew Moss and this cover by Clayton Crane. If you want to check out one of the other bajillion covers, check them out on Comichub.
I was just reading the comments. Ray says, not even articles. I'm guessing that was talking about the writer's strike. They can't even write articles. Too bad they can still go on Twitter, though. Whoops. And then Pierre says, Kamota, which I'm not sure what he was referencing because how long ago was that? What was that from?
Miracle Man?
Oh, right.
That was his magic word.
Right. There it is. Thanks, guys, for chiming in.
Kamota.
Grew in the Wild. That also just shipped this week, the new #1. There's #2.
From Dark Horse Comics and Sergio Aragones.
Lonesome Hunters, Wolfchild #2. That also just dropped. The #1 dropped this week.
Yes, indeed. Beautiful art and writings from Tyler Crook.
Savage Squad 6, #2.
Yeah, I think this is. I don't think it has anything to do like a video game adaptation, but boy, it sure looks like one.
Mhm.
Huh. This is written by Robert Venditti with art by Dalton.
Flash 800.2, Night Terrors #2.
On the cover, this will be issue 2 of 2 of Night Terror's Flash.
Right. Also, Green Lantern, Night Terrors #2. Both of these #1s also dropped this week. And same with Robin, Night Terror.
That is a pretty cool cover by Ivan Rice.
Yeah, some of these Night Terrors covers have been pretty terrifying. There's the Zatanna one, Night Terrors.
Yeah, this has a cover and interiors by David Baldion, who I like his art quite a bit.
Shazam.
Oh, that's a nice cover by Crystal Kung. Not sure why I chose that one, but there it is.
World's Finest Teen Titans #2. That also just dropped
Yes.
this week.
This spins out of Mark Waid's World's Finest Batman and Superman series. This focuses on the classic Teen Titans team.
Sunshine Patriots #2.
Continuing and or concluding. That's right. This is 2 of 2 from Howard Chaykin.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossed with Stranger Things #2. That also just dropped this week.
Yes. I love that they have used the original Turtles design by Eastman and Laird for this crossover. You know, you don't get the animated style. You don't get the updated, ultra-realistic style. You get OG Turtles.
OG.
OG.
The Hunger and the Dusk #2. Also #1 just dropped this week. So yeah, if you didn't pick up your comics this week. But yeah, I think that was Matt's pick of the week, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. It was very nice too. Looked beautiful.
Yeah, it looked really pretty on the inside.
Rocketeer #2 also.
In the Den of Thieves. Yeah, that also #1 also dropped this week. Swan Songs, that might have been last week.
Yes, this is the new series by W. Maxwell Prince of Ice Cream Man fame.
That's right.
This one is going to be another one-shot in the series focusing on, with art by Casper Wingard.
Untold Tales of I Hate Fairyland #2. I think that will also drop this week.
Yes, this is an issue written and drawn by Dax Gordine with this beautiful gross cover by Mike Del Mundo.
Weird Work #2 by Shaky Kane and Jordan Thomas.
Love that cover.
I think that dropped a couple weeks ago, that #1. Queen of Swords, a barbaric story #2.
This spins out of Barbaric, and we've had that first issue for a couple of weeks now, so people know if you want it, let me know. I'll get it for you.
Death of the Venomverse.
That hasn't started for the shelf yet, so orders will be conservative.
Look at that awesome Bjorn Barron's cover, though.
Yes.
Dang.
All kind of details.
Whoa. Oh.
Squirting that electro venom all over the place. What the? So cool.
Look at that green and purple guy. He's like a lizard venom.
Death of the Venomverse by Cullen Bunn.
X-Men, Days of Future Past, Doomsday, #2. I think this was your pick of the week this week, yes?
Yes, this is kind of a prequel to Doomsday, or I should say Days of Future Past, the classic story from X-Men 141 and 142.
Mm-hmm.
This is the lead-up adventure by Mark Guggenheim with art by Manuel Garcia.
That wraps up our last call for second issues. Bringing us to our final selection of last call for first issues. Wondering what that new series is all about? Interested in the beautiful selection of variant covers? Last call for first issues is here with new series pitches. Get your orders in and rest assured it will be here for you on release day.
Oh my gosh, folks, we have so much to go over in this section. We're going to blast through it. This is a new series by AWA featuring the writings of Mr. J. Michael Straczynski with interiors by ACO. This is called The Madness.
Ooh.
Got a couple different covers.
Oh.
This one by Brandon Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
And this punk rock homage cover. This is a riff off an old Black Flag album.
Nice.
That's right. Oh, I probably could have made that a listener question, huh?
Oh, right.
Oh, well, maybe next time. Madness, #1.
Vampirella Dracula Rage.
This is continuing the Christopher Priest adventures of Vampirella. This is post romance with Vampirella and Dracul. And it features a couple different covers. We got this B cover by Selena. Very nice, sleek covers.
This is the one where she learns how to juggle.
She's a great
First
juggler.
I was like, what's up with that skull hat? And then I was like, oh, she's juggling.
This cover by Mike Chrome. That baby in the picture is the offspring of Vampirella and Dracula.
What?
It's real. You don't see the stretch marks, but strategically placed.
Yeah, when?
Got this cover by Jay Anacleto. Oh, and that's it for Vampirella Rage. Dracula Rage. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. It's Vampirella and Dracula Rage. They're rave. They're going to a rave.
They're going to a rave.
It's the Superman annual for 2023.
This is fairly important to the main series, so I will probably continue to pull this annual for subscribers. If you're not a subscriber and you're interested in this storyline by Joshua Williamson with art by Mahmoud Asrar, let us know. It's got a couple different covers. Got this one by Mahmoud Asrar. Ooh, that's a nice one. By Jock.
Ooh.
And
Fancy.
Chris Samney cover. Beautiful. Superman 2020-23 annual.
2020-23?
2020-23. Oh, that's right. We got one more cover here. The Michael Janine cover.
Oh.
It's got Kissin'.
Yeah. He doesn't look like he's having a great time, though.
Jimmy's in love with Silver Banshee. I think that's her name. Silver. That's her name, right? Yeah, Silver Banshee. Yeah. So confident.
Addams Family, The Bodies issue.
So IDW has had the license to print Addams Family comics for a while, and I think they only did one before this. And hey, now they're gonna have a second one just in time.
Yeah, now that the Wednesday show took off.
Right.
Although it would have been a little more timely to have this come out last year when the show was actually on, or earlier this year.
What's the thing you do?
You got it. Also, I like how Pugsley reminds me of the kid from King of the Hill, Bobby Hill.
Oh yeah.
Bobby, don't step in that bear trap.
But interestingly, there's an actual Bobby Hill right behind her. Pugsley.
Star Trek: Strange New Worlds, the Scorpius run. Number one.
Scorpius. Strange New Worlds. I am completely unfamiliar with this license, but I hear it's good. Written by Mike Johnson, with art by Angel Hernandez.
Oh, Ray says that he would have gotten the Black Flag, no prize.
I'll save a no prize for you, Ray.
We got a whole bag of them.
We got a B cover for that Star Trek Strange New Worlds by Mike Allred.
Whoa, nice coif.
He is muy coif. Okay, next up we got a new series from Image Comics.
The Enfield Gang Massacre.
This is a new miniseries from the team that brought you That Texas Blood. Written by Chris Condon with art by Jacob Phillips. That's right, the offspring of Sean Phillips and studio assistant Jacob Phillips from That Texas Blood. Beautiful stuff.
Dwellings #1.
This is a new series from Oni Press from cartoonist Jay Stevens, who has made quite a name for himself in animation and animation writing. This book, Dwellings, brings Jay Stevens back into print, doing the things that brought him into the world, making comic books. This was originally, I think, a digital comic, And this will be the first time in print. Bi-monthly limited series with 72 pages.
Nice. It's a nice Harvey Comics homage.
Yeah. Got a couple different covers. Got this one by Joe Palmer. Oh, that is by Jenna Cha, who was the artist on that book that Alex was after, The Killings.
I just thought of it earlier in the thing.
Yeah, that was the artist. The Sickness, that's right. Got this
nice
tattoo-looking cover by Brian Lavelle.
Nice flash art.
Oh, and then
look. It's Alpha Flight #1.
Gonna jump right into the final section of Last Call for first issues with Marvel new series.
Fall of X.
This is kind of a nice tribute back to the old-timey Alpha Flight right here with this cover design. Tying in with the era of the Fall of X. The game has been changed. And now they got to save Canada from the mutant menace.
Oh, sure.
Guardian, Puck, Snowbird, and Shaman return with creators Ed Brisson and artist Scott Godlewski. This cover by Leonard Kirk.
It's also an homage cover.
By Dan Jurgens. Got a design cover by Javier Garron. That is Wolverine's son, Dakin.
The Miss Minutes. I did see that there's going to be a lot of Miss Minutes variants coming up.
Yeah, we got one more one more Miss Minutes show you a little bit later.
I just mean coming up in our future.
Oh, right.
There was a ton of them in the new catalog.
Oh, boy. Line them up. I will take special orders for them. This one by Ron Lim.
Uncanny Avengers #1, Fall of X.
This is another series spinning out of the Fall of X. And this will also feature a bonus page written by Jonathan Hickman in the Who Are the Gods little adventure that they're doing. One page introducing a new character in every issue with the gods.
I see.
But this new series is written by Jerry Duggan with art by Javier Garron.
What does God stand for? Great old dogs.
Soup.
Smell.
Sandwich.
I was trying to think of like a MODOK type thing.
We got a bunch of different covers, including this Alex Ross Connecting Avengers variant. There will also be a Connecting X-Men variant. I would like to be able to order these for the shelf, but we got to be practical about it. There's a lot of comics and way too many covers. If you want these, make sure to get your orders in. Ooh, there's a nice one.
I did notice that those connecting covers look like they were an homage to that original X-Men series from the 90s.
Yeah.
The 5 cover.
Yeah, that one definitely was. Yeah, that's either, that looks like it's a riff on the X-Men #1, which was a riff on the original X-Men #1. But yeah, this I think is just a crowded group shot. Got this Women of Marvel variant by Elena Casagrande.
George Perez variant. And a Greg Land variant.
Or a Maxim cover variant. And here we have the Uncanny Avengers Miss Minutes variant by Romy Jones.
Jen Bartel?
Yeah, that's weird. It gives Jen Bartel on the series credit, but yeah.
It is very purple. It's kind of hard to tell by the character design.
Yeah, it's hard to get stylistic with something like this. But yeah, there's your opportunity.
I'm not familiar with Romy Jones' artwork, but the color palette says Jen Bartel.
Yeah. Well, interesting. Okay.
It's the Iron Man annual contest of chaos.
This is spinning out of the recent Scarlet Witch annual, starting the story Contest of Chaos. There was an interesting little premise that set this up, but it's basically going to pit hero against hero. Ooh, we got this very nice B cover by Felipe Massafera.
What if Dark Moon Knight #1?
This is written by Erica Schultz with art by Edgar Salazar, who also did this cover. We also have this Carlos Magno cover and Corey Smith cover, which is kind of playing off the old Mark Beecham era of Moon Knight. Looks real nice.
Marvel's Voices, X-Men #1.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out what the second pretense of this book is. It's usually issue-based or based on gender or race, but then just to bring in short stories about X-Men is kind of interesting.
Right. Like, what's the through line? What's the underlying connection there? Yeah.
Let's see. It's an exciting lineup of fan favorite creators and fresh new talent you won't want to miss out on this issue. Featuring writer Greg Pak and artist Marvel Various.
Yeah, so it's up and coming new artist showcase.
Some file stories. This cover by Bernard Chang. Who did that cover?
David Marquez.
Oh, and it's verified on the bottom.
Right. It says it in both places. Nicoletti Baldari.
Oh, this one's
Nicoletta. And it's spelled different. This says Nicoletti and that says Nicoletta. So I don't trust any of this information. That is nice though.
Yeah, I like it.
That style.
I'm not sure what the era of style is called, but it looks fun.
Dark X-Men.
This is the final new series for Last Call for first issues. This is maybe spinning out of following the explosive events of the Hellfire Gala. Madeline Pryor realizes the world needs the X-Men now more than ever.
Yeah.
Oh, what an interesting collection of mutants to follow in the path of the Goblin Queen. Let's see. Yeah. Got this cover by Steven Segovia. Ooh.
Oh, nice. Adam Hughes cover.
Very pretty.
And an Alex Ross connecting cover. And there's that other piece of that X-Men #1.
Interesting. Very nice. This is Dark X-Men #1 on FOC this weekend with a release date of August 16th. Dark X-Men #1.
A mere 4 weeks from now. All right. And that wraps up our last call for first issues. Look at that. We did it.
We did it. Oh my gosh. That was a lot of comics to go through.
And that wraps up our spotlight on Last Call for confirmed orders. Remember, the deadlines on these Last Call books are Sunday at 5 o'clock for all your DC and, is it IDW?
The only thing that Lunar's got that is on FOC this week that DC doesn't have is that small publisher that looks like Xenoscope. Anyways, nothing of consequence.
So basically, all the DC stuff, be sure to get in on Sunday night by 5 o'clock. And everything else by Monday night at 5 o'clock. Of course, if you just do it all on Sunday night, you don't have to worry about doing half on Sunday and half on Monday. But just keep that in mind. There are 2 separate deadlines for the 2 main publishers.
And also keep in mind, if you do have anything in your cart, make sure to send that cart. Make sure it's confirmed before Monday at 5.
All right.
Okay. Let's see. Thanks for joining us on Last Call Live, broadcasting live from Studio G in Green Brain Comics, smack dab in the middle of beautiful East downtown Dearborn.
Did you want to talk about upcoming events?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I skipped right past that, didn't I? My apologies. All right. I was going off of the Comic Hub slide here.
So just to let you guys know, we are going to be at the Detroit Book Fest this Sunday, July 16th. 16th. Yes. And that is at Eastern Market, where there will be tons of book vendors set up. It is free to attend. It is rain or shine, but come on by. Check out all the awesome book vendors that are going to be at the Eastern Market Book Fest, but also come by and say hi to us while you're down there. We will be there from 10 to 4. And then on the very next day, Monday, July 17th at 7 p.m., join us for our Brain Candy event. That is a free live program of prose, music, and poetry and visual art curated by the Emerging Writers Network.
Just keep in mind the guest list is shifted around a little bit. This does reflect the most recent and confirmed guests for Monday, July 17th.
Nice.
Yep, do that.
We do a second live video every week called BrainScan, and that is Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. live. We give you a tour of our store and show you all the new books that are hitting the racks each week.
It's got 100% more dancing than this program does.
Well, since there's 0 in this program.
1,000%?
0 times anything is still 0, so it actually has dancing.
And that's why I went into comic retailing.
For the math?
For the mathing. And, of course, we will be back again next Friday right here at 7:30 for more Last Call Live, making sure you have up-to-date information to get all your ordering in for new comics coming out very soon. You don't want to miss these comics. I mean, you don't.
All right. Stay up to date on all of our happenings. We are Green Brain Comics on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. But on Twitter, we are Green Brain CMX. Is anyone still on Twitter? Do you look at our Twitter at all?
I don't want to jump into that pool right now.
No, I just meant like, are we even monitoring our Twitter?
I can't say that we are. Yeah, we'll see.
So yeah, check out our Twitter. I don't know if there's anything happening on it though. So.
However, all the links to our shopping cart, website, and Comic Hub are below in the comments.
Sweet. Or the description.
Wow, I got that wrong again. Description.
I just don't think it ever
all
got
right.
changed.
I'm going to task you with editing this next week. Okay. You fix this, okay? Fix this.
Check out our web store, link in the description. All right. And is that it?
I think that's it.
Wonderful.
We miss anything? Oh my gosh, the front of store looks amazing. It's almost 100% done.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, we should start dropping some pictures on social media so people can get a sneak peek of it. But it is almost done. It is getting very close. Come on by and check it out in person. It looks so much better. It looks so good. Everybody.
Big thanks to all the crews that have been doing hard work, getting that facade fixed up in these very hot days. Much appreciated.
Yes. And then, we should watch our socials for some sneak peek pictures of what's happening out front, or come by and see it for yourself. It's looking really good. Let us know what you think.
Lots of big changes this year for Green Brain Comics.
Yes. All right. And with that, we are spreading the love of comics and graphic novels from the heart of East Downtown Dearborn since 1985. I just saw this error pop up, so it caught my attention.
That's not how the saying goes.
Feed
your brain.
A Green Brain Comics.
Sorry if the video is choppy this week, folks. I'll work on it.
We're getting some errors here with our feed, so hopefully you guys all heard us clear and got to see all the cool comics. And we will catch you on Wednesday.
Thanks for watching, folks.